Hey guys, it's Mr. Dominari here, and we are back with another reaction video. This time, reacting to an Elden Ring movie, The Lord of Frenzied Flame. It's from VaatiVidya. It's the lore guy from Elden Ring. He does like Elden Ring lore videos a lot, and I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring the past year. I think I was pretty much a year late to the Elden Ring wave when it released, but I've come to absolutely love it, and it's quickly become one of my favorite games out there. And even though I have explored a ton of the games, there are still things and quest lines that I have missed. I already watched the first Prepare to Cry video about the House Dialos and the pots. But after I was like, oh my gosh, this is something I have to watch on the channel. So here I am, watching on the channel for your entertainment. So, without further ado, let's watch some Elden Ring. Prepare to cry.
The lands between are ruined, mired in torment and despair. Is there really anything here worth fighting for? Is there anyone worth saving?
Hello? Is somebody there? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morne, to the south. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty.
Pretty sure this is about Vike.
The servants there have
I know very little about the Vike story.
Filled with hatred for every one of us.
Just the basics.
They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear for Father's life. My soul wishes that he escape.
The slaves of Castle Morne are misbegotten. Their very existence is considered to be a punishment. But their only crime was being born outside of grace. So it's no wonder that hatred has fermented in their hearts, inspiring them to finally break free of their masters. The next step in a cycle of revenge that began at Castle Morne long ago.
Ah.
I see. From Irina. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morne does not fall into the wrong hands.
Ages ago, a lone champion fought at Castle Morne. His entire clan had been vanquished, but he grafted their swords onto his own and continued to fight. So determined was he to claim his revenge. And so, this became the legendary sword of Castle Morne. It was carried by the banished knights of Godric, stolen by a misbegotten, and then passed down to you. And with it, the cycle of revenge continues. An eye for an eye.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina, I will spend my remaining days with her.
Jesus.
Irina, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Irina, it will be done.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something?
Kale!
I'm Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. See that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers, lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are, deeply unforgiving.
Deep within the eyes of the oldest merchants, a secret is hidden. Deeply unforgiving indeed.
But I've done all I can here. I'm thinking of moving elsewhere for a time.
So far, we've spoken of misbegotten, banished knights, tarnished, and merchants. All were spurned by grace in one way or another. You can't go too far without wondering if the Golden Order is to blame for the oceans of anger and despair. When we last met Edgar, he swore revenge upon the misbegotten. But
Oh shit.
all must die, misbegotten or not. And if you defeat Edgar, you will receive a Shabriri grape. It's our proof that his need for revenge no longer divides or distinguishes. Love, revenge, melt it all away in the yellow chaos flame.
Madness. Oh shit.
But there are those who fight against the Tarnished who stalk their own. Yura, the hunter of bloody fingers, will often be at your side.
Damn.
Yura comes from the land
Cool.
of ruins, a place that has long been locked in a miserable civil war, and it's said that the entire nation has succumbed to a blood-soaked madness. It's not too surprising, then, that Yura fights against any blood-crazed Tarnished, whether they serve the Lord of Blood or otherwise. But Yura's true mark is a Drake Knight named Eleonora, located at the Second Church of Marika, where she kills Yura in cold blood. Once, Eleonora had a legacy as a
Oh, really?
but because of her dragon communion, it seems her humanity has slipped away. So, you put that legacy to rest. By now,
I didn't know that.
it should be clear that madness takes many forms.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me?
She looks like Arena, but Arena is dead. Somehow, this Hayata has taken over that body.
Whoa.
But for what purpose? She barely even knows herself.
I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden. You're not like the others who give me grapes, are you? They rest their trembling hands upon me. Howling wordlessly, they gently stroke my eyes. Their frail fingers, emaciated. Yet still, they give me the grapes. But you seem somehow firmer. Now I can feel the distant light once more. That aside, I wonder what Shabriri grapes really are. Delectably tender and sweet, yet searing. What a sight they must be to behold.
Of course, the Shabriri grapes are eyes, yellow, shriveled, and oozing.
That's
Really?
impossible. Not all of those people. Their own. So those noises I heard were.
Huh? These are edited so fucking cool.
Shabriri, the most reviled man in all of history.
Ooh.
It all began long ago with the crime of slander. Shabriri came up with a lie, and it was so damaging, so heinous, that his eyes were gouged out as a punishment when that lie was proven to be false. We can't be sure of what was said, but what if Shabriri slandered the nomadic merchants? What if, with a crooked smile, he accused them of the very crime he himself was guilty of, saying that they had fraternized with the Three Fingers and were not to be trusted? This would explain why the nomadic merchants came to be so hated. It is said, after all, that the sickness of the flame of frenzy began with Shabriri. And after his eyes were gouged out, the blight of the flame of frenzy came to dwell in his empty sockets.
Oh shit.
Yellow eyes became known as Shabriri grapes, and frenzy started to infect the despairing world. A madness that belongs to those who have lost everything.
Ah, by the way, well, even we had a place to call home once. The Great Caravan, they called it. But it's been lost to us for ages. I've been searching for it as long as I can remember. And with a name like that, you'd hope they kept some fine goods there, eh? I've always preferred my own company to that of other people's. And I don't have any burning questions I wish to ask my ancestors. But there's something I need to know. My roots. I want to know who I am. Where I
Aww.
came from. Where I'm headed.
I hate that room.
I hope you can join me at the Great Caravan, in fact. Who knows what wonders there might be to trade.
If Shabriri did indeed slander the merchants, then he knew exactly what their despair might bring.
Ah. Is that you over there? I've gleaned something very important indeed, thanks to you. The reason why it was eyes I had to eat. The distant light is far and frail, so faint it can't be seen by the naked eye. But with everyone's eyes together, it appears. Finally, it all makes sense.
Jesus.
I'm certain now. I will be a finger maiden. Could you donate a fingerprint grape to me? They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers.
We only know of one other who was clasped in such a manner. His name was Vike, the Dragon Spear. After the war with the
Hell
ancient
yeah.
dragons, there came the rise of the dragon cultists, who earned the dragon's affection. One of the most beloved was Vike the Dragon Spear, a tarnished descendant from Godfrey, who eventually returned from across the sea to join the Round Table Hold in hopes of becoming Elden Lord. To this end, Vike was assigned a finger maiden and acquired the power of 2 great runes. But when he stood before the thorns of the oak tree, he realized the truth, that a maiden's true purpose is to burn the thorns for the one who would become Elden Lord.
Yep.
And whether it was born of love or duty, Vike refused to burn his maiden, for the whisperings of Shabriri had told him of another flame,
Hard as fuck.
a flame of frenzy hidden deep below the capital that could burn the thorns away. But when Vike returned, this maiden was dead. Did she commit suicide after betraying her purpose, or was Vike captured and punished for his treason? Whatever the case, now Vike's vengeful spirit defends the dead maiden at the Church of Inhibition, while the real Vike kneels imprisoned in an Everjail deep within the Forbidden Lands, clad in armor clasped by 3 burnt fingers. This is all that remains of the contender that was supposed to become Elden Lord.
Damn. Damn. Sheesh. That's a hard ass shot. Dope as fuck. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Absolutely destroyed.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord.
Oh shit.
Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate, for he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri. I hope you can make your peace with that. You were
Wait.
about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy
Some good ass
requires
music.
sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon? Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve, and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri. Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, descend into the depths far below the Erd Tree capital, Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling. Burn the Erd tree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Shabriri is
Oh yeah.
chaos.
I kill him immediately when I see him on the consecrated snowfields.
I cannot die. May chaos take the world.
Yikes.
If you intend to claim the frenzied flame, I ask that you cease. It is not to be meddled with. It is chaos, devouring life and thought unending. However ruined this world has become, however mired in torment and despair, life endures. Births continue. There is beauty in that.
Oh,
Is there
Melina.
not? If you would become Lord, do not deny this notion. Please, leave the frenzied flame alone.
And maybe you would have left it alone, were it not for the horrors that you found down there.
Did you see
Mm.
what they did to my ancestors? The whole clan buried alive, sick, maddened, husks of themselves. If you heard their moans, they're hardly human anymore. They think we worship the three fingers, that we called the maddening sickness down upon them. Well, if that's what they expect from us, then that's what they shall get from us! The world of grace and its people should have been content to see us sink between the cracks, but to have intruded upon our solace, having broken us upon their whims? I'll never forgive any of you.
Damn.
We won't be trading any longer. Wait. What's that? That burn. Your eyes. You've inherited the flame of frenzy.
Oh, shit.
Unknown warrior. Divest yourself of everything. Our three fingers. Throw wide the door. Ah, that's it. The yellow flame of chaos.
Crazy. This is edited so fucking well.
A frenzied flame to melt away the curses, suffering, and despair. and the Order entire. Melt away the curses, suffering, despair, and the Order entire. May chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
Damn, Kale. My boy.
Oh, it burns. My eyes. My eyes. They're melting. Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again.
Damn!
Those who gave me grapes howled without words, saying they wished they were never born, become their lord.
Radagon.
Despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
And so it is that an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind.
Damn.
You have inherited the frenzied flame. A pity. Our accord ends here.
Goddamn. This is a wild ending, too. Jesus fucking Christ. This part of the ending, I've always wondered about. She looks very different, and I'd love to see, like, this in a sequel, whatever, or some type of expansion, because this is crazy.
Lord of frenzied flame. I will seek you as far as you may travel. To deliver you what is yours. Destined death.
Thank you for watching. If you want to get early access to
You're welcome.
more videos like this, then you can consider signing up to my Patreon. The money from there helped me to invest really heavily into this episode. For example, the music that you heard during the Kale scene was completely custom made just for this video. It was
Really?
hugely talented Alex Rowe. I wanted to take the merchant violin that you hear in game and then evolve it into its own soundtrack. And Alex did this great job at
Real
doing
as
something that really
fuck.
elevated the mood of this Prepare to Cry episode. And of course, this episode wouldn't be half as good also without the efforts of Miss Pap1, who came up with the visuals and the editing ideas for this episode, and he just inspired so much of the story here. So be sure to give them props in the comments as well. Special thanks also to Sekiro Doobie for showing off Kale's cut questline, which served as inspiration for this episode as well. And thanks in general to all of the modders.
Really? It was a cut
who give us the
questline.
tools that we need to properly tell the stories of Elden Ring.
It was a
Again,
cut
thank you for watching. I'll try
questline.
and do a shorter Prepare to Cry episode next time, I think. And I'll see you then.
That was pretty damn good. I love the lore of Elden Ring. I've listened to a bunch of stuff about it, especially on this channel and some other channels as well. But and I've seen the Frenzied Flame ending already. I've done it myself. But it's cool to see a lot of these quest lines that I may have missed out on, especially a cut quest line from Kale that I didn't know was cut. Cause I didn't really invest a lot of time in finding out anything about Kale anyway. All the merchants. I knew there were a bunch of merchant corpses down there in the sewers, but I didn't know exactly what led to that and the results of that and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see that put in this nice cinematic form. It's edited really, really well. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's like watching an episode of a television show. I love it. But I want to thank you guys for watching. You can find the link to this video and this channel in the description. And I hope you all enjoyed. I'm pretty sure I'm going to react to the other Prepare to Cry episodes. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.